Hello, everyone. Good to see you again. In this presentation, I'll be highlighting some of policy convergence initiatives taken by the Department of Agriculture and sustainability pathway that has emerged. What we did in the past, what we have done so far, when there was a DADOs working in two districts, project districts, DADOs provided subsidy and CASI-based machines, mainly JT machines. Also, it carried out demonstrations linked to subsidized inputs and other programs. Also, CASI-based demonstration and concept of innovation platforms has been built in the PMAMP. That's Prime Minister Agriculture Modernization Project. Towards the end of the project, we held a number of meetings and discussion with higher officials of central government on the possible policy conservation of CASI technologies. Likewise, we engaged ourselves with the provincial ministry authorities, local political leaderships, and we talked about the possible ways of CASI scaling, and they have promised to set aside funds for CASI scaling and carrying out CASI scaling endeavors. Likewise, we had planned one national level policy dialogue on CASI scaling on towards May 2019, but that couldn't be implemented because of this COVID pandemic. Likewise, last year, we started carrying out this rice and maize programs in some of the selected local levels of province 1 and 2, where we have prioritized the CASI scaling. This Center for Crop Development and Biodiversity Conservation, that's CCDABC. This is the office that's I'm heading now. And what we are doing this year, we are continuing this rice, maize program in local level, and also we have initiated a wheat program as well. The activities are focused mainly on productivity enhancement and value chain development. And in this program framework, as I mentioned earlier, we have prioritized CASI based mechanization, like demonstrations, trainings, custom hiring center establishment, and subsidizing custom hiring services. And mostly machines are being provided on 50% subsidy to open up custom hiring services and to get service from custom hiring service. So now we see a lot of scope of CASI scaling to increase the SRFSI impact that have been observed so far. So PMAMP has its production pockets, blocks, zone, and super zone. And mechanization is one of the major thrust areas of PMAMP. So there is a huge scope of CASI scaling within the PMAMP framework. Likewise, the local levels and provincial governments are also focusing on agricultural mechanization, and there is a good opportunity for us to engage with these people, the authorities there, and request them for setting aside funds to continue our movement for CASI scaling. Likewise, there are many private sector service providers coming up, and we have to encourage them for CASI based service provision and custom hiring services. So far, we've been focusing in EGP for CASI scaling, but since Nepal is mostly hilly terrain, so we see a huge scope of CASI intervention in hills of Nepal. So in fact, to this effect, I have already spoken to some of SRFSI colleagues, and we were almost on the verge of applying for SRFSI, DFAT, in fact, DFAT SRA, SDIP SRA, but due to DFAT policy change, that couldn't be happened. But for all this to happen, we need, DoA needs support for capacity building from CIMIT or for any other related agencies. And we have also identified some of the critical actions for capacity building. Mostly they are utilizing mass media, developing master trainers, extension worker trainers, farmers trainers, and developing and encouraging, supporting private and community-based service providers. Likewise, more farmers field days and field visits, exchange visits are required. Likewise, there is a need of training manuals on CASI technologies and CASI resource book development and wide circulation. So, the best of our experiences so far within this SRFSI framework, a model has evolved for the sustainability of CASI scaling. It consists of 5 interlinked stages: the awareness and sensitization, capacity building, policy supports, CA resource center development, and for the sustainability of this whole CASI scaling endeavors, we need institutional development. So finally, take-home message: this SRFSI CASI has been a good and timely initiatives, but it has heavily concentrated itself in research in the beginning. And so let's focus on capacity building and scaling. We see a huge opportunity for scaling in days to come, but we need to consolidate the achievements and outputs we have achieved through this SRFSI project. And especially we have to focus our programs targeting local levels. So to do all this, we need a separate national policy and framework for CASI scaling. And to carry out all these activities, we see there is a need of follow-up project and initiatives, especially for the capacity building of the governments, the 3 tier of government: central government, provincial government, and local government. So let's join hands together for CASI scaling. Thank you.